Alright, what's going on, my peeps? This is your boy Ed Evans, and I'm gonna try to make this really quick and short and fast because right now it's 3:59 in the morning and it's October 18th, but I've been up researching and reading through all these different papers and online papers just to verify a few things, and I'm tired, but I wanted to get this video shot and get it out. So I'm just going to go ahead and just run down here. Excuse me for that, guys. I'm tired and it's very late. First and foremost, okay, the 17th came and went. Everything's fine, and you're like, "Ooh, that was close." You know, Congress came to an agreement or whatever, but that's not the case. Okay, there's actually no debt ceiling right now. Okay, there's no limit. It's just kind of empty space up there, and it's just kind of floating. And I don't even know how to actually report it to you guys, because that's what it is. There's actually no debt ceiling right now. I mean, you can go look it up yourself. There's no debt ceiling. So we're just kind of floating around in midair. It's crazy. And the scary part of this whole deal is that right now, as we speak, in Fort Hood, that's where that shooting took place, Fort Hood, Texas, the military is training for crowd functions and crowd functions associated with the dollar collapse. You can look this up. Just look up Fort Hood, Texas financial collapse, and you'll find everything you need. Alright, these guys are training for the dollar to collapse, okay? And not only that, you also have a drill coming up called Quantum Dawn. Quantum, Q-U-A-N-T-U-M, Dawn, D-A-W-N. Okay, 2. It's Quantum Dawn 2. And this will take place October 16th and 17th and October 23rd and 24th. Now, this drill will be 1,000 of the biggest banks on the planet. 1,000. Okay? Taking place in a cyber attack drill, where the drill is that somebody hacks into the banking system and basically crashes our economy through the banking system. So if that first part about Fort Hood didn't make you feel all warm and tingly, that Quantum Dawn 2 sure will do it, won't it? But that was the two main things, okay? The Fort Hood soldiers training, and they're training for everything from a peaceful for peaceful protesters, because I watched the video. They're doing it, you know, just straight up peaceful protesters, and then they're training for the protesters that might try to bust them over the head with shit. So I mean, they're training, guys. So our military doesn't train for no reason. I'll let you know that now. They're training because they're planning on using what they're learning. Okay, they don't just train and then maybe they'll use it, maybe they won't. They're going to use it. So prepare yourself. Whatever you got to do. I've been saying it for the past month or two. Please be prepared. Please have water. Please have everything you need. Because this ain't no joke, guys. This is very serious. And then going to page 2 here, I also went to the USDA site, and there's been a lot of talk about the biometrics, the RFID. People have been talking a lot about, you know, the chip that goes in your hand or in your head or whatever. It's the mark of the beast, blah blah blah. Well, guys, I went to the USDA site myself, and there's a PDF file on the actual site. You can look it up yourself. All you have to do when you go to the USDA site, there's a little search bar. Just punch in biometrics in the search bar, push enter, and everything will pop up. It's all PDF files. I read through every single one, and I didn't just skim over them. I completely read through everything. That's what took me so long. But the food stamps and all that kind of stuff is supposed to be switching over to the biometrics, okay? And people are freaking out. They're thinking that it's going to be the implant and the mark of the beast. And trust me, people, I've read over every book. It is not the implant. It is a fingerprint, okay? I read through every single page of every book that's on there. Now, they may be planning for the implants later on, but it didn't say anything about it on the USDA site. I didn't read anything about it, okay? So it was just a finger scan only, my people. You can go look it up yourself. USDA, punch in the search bar biometrics. You can check it out yourself. Okay, and one other thing was, we've been hearing a lot about the month of November, okay? That they're gonna, well, actually this is on the USDA site too, where they're saying they sent letters out to the regional offices for the EBT, for the food stamps, saying that people are not going to get their benefits, okay? Section 8 is not going to be paid for, okay? All this shit's going to be cut at once. I'm thinking it's going to be Social Security, everything at once, okay? And then that on top of this bank drill thing, I'm thinking they're just going to bring the whole thing down. And I mean, that's just what it seems like. Why are they doing all this training? Now, I want to go back to the Section 8 part really fast, because a lot of people are freaking out and saying, oh my God, there's going to be 2 million homeless people the first week of November. First, let me explain something to y'all about ghetto motherfuckers, because I'm ghetto myself, so I know how ghetto motherfuckers think. Okay? These motherfuckers are already going to be hungry, okay? They're going to get a letter in the mail that says, your Section 8, well, the landlord's going to get it, and the landlord's going to come in and say, look, your Section 8's not going to be paid for, you got to leave. And the people in the house are going to say, fuck you, I'm not going nowhere. Take me to court. Now, I've been in court, okay, many different times on traffic violations, and I've seen the line for evictions, okay? The line for evictions, anytime I've ever been to traffic court, has been out the door and all the way down to where they scan you with the wand, okay? That's just on a regular day. And normal evictions take 30 to 60 days, people, okay? Now listen to what I'm going to tell you here. It's a little bit of critical thinking. Just because you get a letter in the mail that says you're evicted doesn't mean, poof, you're evicted. Especially when you're dealing with ghetto motherfuckers. They're going to look at the letter, ball it up, throw it in the trash, okay? Now, if it was a normal circumstance, if it was just the regular amount of evictions, it would be 30 to 60 days, and they would go in front of a judge, the judge would make his determination, okay? And even then, the people could still come up with the money and pay the bill, alright? Now, if you have a couple million people getting evicted all at once, the court docket is going to be so overwhelmed that they're going to have to shut the courts down. They're going to have to take them on a case by case. They're going to have to take the cases in bunches. They're going to have to take like 100 here, 100 here, 100 here, and that in itself is going to take 3 to 6 months just to go through 2 million evictions. It's probably going to take longer than that. Probably take about a year. So even if people get their letters from their landlord saying you're evicted, it's going to be at the very minimum. I'm thinking 18 months to 2 years to get through all the red tape and all the bullshit that you got to go through to get somebody out of your house. By the time it's all said and done and all the paperwork's through, by the time all that's done, a year or two is going to be passed. So people, don't be worrying about 2 million homeless people running through your neighborhood, because it's not going to happen, alright? Now you might have to worry about a couple thousand hungry motherfuckers bum rushing a Walmart with baseball bats and 9mm, but that's better than 2 million homeless people. So that's pretty much all I had to say, guys. The month of November is going to be crazy. The EBT, Section 8, all that shit's not going to be there. I hope you guys are prepared. You still have another week or two to get your water. Get stuff that lasts. Don't buy boxes of fucking Debbie's because they're 4 boxes for 10. Get 2 big ass cans of peanut butter. Get canned goods. Get water. Get everything you're going to need. Get stuff that's going to last. Okay? You're not eating to be comfortable. You're eating to live. Alright? That's what I just told my girl. I'm like, when this shit goes down, we're not going to be sitting back eating like, oh, I'm so full. We're going to be on like a ration. It's going to be like a sandwich a day to get us through the next 4 or 5 months. And that's how we all got to be just to survive. And people, please, please, when this shit goes down and you see the military out in the streets, don't go fight them. Seriously, have some sense. Be cool. Remember the last video I just did about coming together. Before you want to buck and go act crazy, go knock on your neighbor's door. Say, hey, look, I'm flat fucking broke. I'm thirsty. My kids are hungry. Do you have anything? At least ask. Go up and down your street and ask. If somebody came to my door and asked in that time of need, I 150% would help them out. 150%. I would not turn them down, especially if kids were involved. So just people be cool. When you see military coming up your street, don't look out the window, stay away from your door, and ignore it. Okay? Because you're not going to fucking beat the United States military by yourself. You're just not. Okay? There's ways that we can beat them, but it's not face-to-face, head up, toe-to-toe. It's just not going to happen. So go ahead and look up everything I told you guys about. It's the USDA site. I'm just going to run over it real quick. The Fort Hood gearing up for if you Google Fort Hood gears up for financial collapse, that is the headline. That'll take you to the story that I read. And Quantum Dawn 2, and then the USDA, and then the Section 8 and the EBT and all that. You can look up everything I said. It's all true. And people will not be evicted, poof, just like that. It's going to take at least a year to run through 2 million evictions, probably 2 years. And these people are going to put up a fight. They're not just going to leave willingly. So chill out, people. There's not going to be a bunch of homeless people running around. Just you got to stop. You got to be calm when all hell's breaking loose. Sit down, close your eyes, take a few deep breaths, breathe, and think, okay, what do I have to do to protect my family? What do I have to do to keep us alive for the next couple months? Sit down, be cool, think about it, get your little crew together, do whatever you got to do. But just don't buck and act crazy. Don't go looting fucking Walmart for flat screen TVs and shit, because there's not going to be gas and electric anyway. What the fuck are you going to do with a flat screen? It's crazy. Come on, y'all, we got to come together because they're expecting us to go against each other. And I know us around here, it's not going to be like that. We're coming together, and it's going to shock the shit out of them. But I hope other cities are going to replicate what we're doing here in Baltimore, because it's the only way that we're going to win. So, guys, like I said, be prepared. If you can, take a couple bucks and get 20 grams of silver. It'll cost you like 15 bucks, probably less than that. Because when the dollar collapses, it's going to increase. I don't know what the number will be, but just say, for instance, 10 times your money. So if you spent 15, you're going to be able to cash that in a few months for 150, and that 150 might just keep you alive. So keep that in mind, y'all. I love y'all. I hope you guys are prepared, because the month of November is really going to be crazy, y'all. It's going to be crazy, and if you're not prepared, you might as well just walk up to the military and say, take me to the FEMA camp. So I love y'all. Be careful, be safe, God bless, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.